Hola, mi amigos. ¿Cómo estás tú? Mi es bueno. Man, my Spanish is fuzzy. Last time I studied it was high school. That's all I got. Mi amo es Joshua. A mí me gusta al béisbol. A mí me gusta al carne asada. That means my favorites are baseball and carne asada. Beef. Tasty beef. I'm walking. Maybe I might even make it to church because that doesn't stop for an hour. Always a kind of moral debate, conflict. Like, I think I benefit when I go. I oftentimes find it redundant. I'm loath to admit. Like, we're talking about the same thing we always talk about. We never explore further. We never make new discoveries. I'd like to make some. I'm always trying to. I'm always reading. Always trying to go where no man has gone before. Just like the Starship Enterprise. I don't watch Star Trek, by the way. I've just seen a few of the movies, the reboots. I enjoy those. Still haven't seen all of the newest, but most of it. But I didn't finish. Checked it out from the library. They had it on Blu-ray. I've got some good libraries up in Pocatello and Chubbuck, where I was living before. The Chubbuck Library checked out video games. It was magical. Oh, I wish all libraries did that. They're like, oh, hey, here's our PS3 folder. Here's our PS4 folder. Here's our Xbox folder. Seriously, wow. Man, I'm 2 minutes into this thing and I haven't even started my topic. The paranormal. Today I want to talk about the paranormal. That's what I've been thinking about while I've been walking. The paranormal. Usually when we view the paranormal, our interactions with the alleged spirits around us, I use air quotes because we can't prove their existence. But you see, I've had a few anomalous experiences which are like, whoa, they're real. I was thinking about how they say it's bad to judge people, be judgmental. I think it is. Like, I think even with the people around us who we can verify and see with all five senses, though there should be very few people you ever taste. So mostly the four senses. And there's probably not that many people you should be touching all that much. So mostly the three senses, because you can't help but smell people. But man, sight and sound, they are pretty damn valuable for data collecting. But man, the ones we get to touch and taste, and even a few are pleasant to smell, that's the best. But there should be very few that you use all five senses to know, okay? Point is, even the ones that we can use all five senses to judge, man, we get it wrong. We judge each other wrong all the time. Like, all the time. We rarely get it right, and even if we get it a little right, we don't ever get it all the way right. We can't get into each other's minds. Most everybody's mistakes, bad choices, are paved along good intentions. That's why they say the road to hell is paved in good intentions. But if we could understand that the people we come to judge so harshly were acting on good intentions, we'd have more sympathy and empathy for them. Point being, if we can't even correctly judge the ones that we can verify with our senses that are there, How pardon me. And as far as like spirits are concerned, and like very supernatural entities like Lucifer and God and Jehovah and pardon me, and Shiva and etc. Quetzalcoatl, that's a cool god name. That's a cool god name, Quetzalcoatl. Aztecs. Very supernatural beings that we believe are there, but we can't verify with our senses. But I think, because from experiences, every now and then, very rarely, they are allowed to make themselves known to us by one of our senses. 2 years ago, I was staying up at an old house in Paris, Idaho, near Bear Lake. It was built in 1884. My wife and I were staying in the basement. This old basement dug out, hewn out of the rocks. There was still bare rock there, and this cellar, this root cellar, you could open up and it's cavernous, right? There were spirits in that house, no doubt. We woke up in the wee early hours of one of the mornings, and we're looking out our bedroom door. Kids are still asleep, but we just see the tail end of something there, something big. We know for a fact the kids are asleep. Everybody's asleep. We see something there. We feel it there. I'm like, Jen, do you see something there? She's like, yeah. I'm like, whoa. It kind of moves on. But I'm feeling something. I'm like, man, there's something here. I'm like, how can we make it known? And Jen is kind of connected to that realm in a way. And she's like, I'm like, can you make yourselves known? And Jen's like, well, you guys, for him. She said it in a way because she's like, Josh, you're upsetting them. I'm like, I don't know if they're even there. Are you sure I'm upsetting them? She's like, I'm sure. You're totally upsetting them. I'm like, okay, if you say so. Anyway, I can't remember how she worded it, but she invites them to make themselves known. And then right at that moment, 3 very loud knocks. Oh, loud. If it was a person, I'd be like, stop knocking so loud. That is annoying. But there was no people. It was just, and I was just like, instantly like, dear Lord. Single most paranormal experience of my life. But so undeniable. So it definitely used the sense of sound and hearing to make itself known. I don't know what it was that made the knocks, because it was only one sense, sound. But it definitely happened. Oh, one of my most powerful memories. It definitely happened. So I know that there's a beyond now, without a doubt, because I gathered some information with one of my senses, and no living being in that house made those knocks. Everybody was asleep. And I was like, okay, good enough, because I was creeped out. You're there. I don't know who you are, but you're there. So, there are beings around us. I know that, without a doubt. It goes beyond faith. Unless I got punked so viciously, like to the point of somebody was hiding in the walls, and it was like, and then they never let me know that I was being punked, which didn't happen. There's beings around us. I think it's on purpose We don't know who they are or what their goals are, because I think a big point of life is faith. A big point, maybe the biggest point of life is faith. And if they go beyond even 1 sense, maybe like you can see and hear them, all of a sudden, game changer. I heard 3 knocks and that changed the game so much for me. That's all it took. And I knew without a doubt there's something beyond our realm of the senses. And that is such a good and encouraging thought, though. The best and most encouraging thought. There's a whole world around us which is hidden from our 5 senses. And every once in a while, if you're lucky, you can experience it through one of your senses. And I got to. That's one of my favorite memories with my wife. And there's a lot. And I miss her. I'm happy she's still my wife. There's a chance there. Like some tough stuff has happened the last few months. And a lot of people can't understand why I still love her so much. But I do. And I'm not too concerned with making other people understand why. How can I even understand why? I just love her. She's my wife. I'd still die for her. I think many people would understand if they could just think of parenthood. Many parents can understand, because parents would understand this. No matter what their kids did, even if their kids maybe were going to kill them, they wouldn't kill the kid. They wouldn't kill their kid. They would die if it meant their kid could live. And somehow that's the love I experience for my wife. I love her that much. I would die if it meant she could live. I forgive her of all things. I love her with all my heart. And I miss her. I'd be happy if I could just see her and hold her hand. I hope I get to. Hope and faith, they're so related. This wouldn't be a hard experience if I didn't have to choose to feel hope and faith. Hope and faith are simultaneously the things that uplift us and give us the most comfort, but also test us the most, even make us experience pain. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't sacrifice my hope and my faith. I love having them. And I still believe in you, Jen. I believe in my wife, Jen, and I love her. And I still believe she's the best. She's a great person. She's fantastic. And I stand by her. Proudly. I'm happy she's still my wife. Thanks for watching. This vlog went long. 14 minutes. G Willikers. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like.